Hello guys, after you watch this video completely, you will learn how to make your own LUTs. Why you should make your own LUTs? Well, there's a couple of reasons. I have been there, done that guys. I went to other people's web pages, I have purchased some of the LUTs and then I started to use them and I was trying to fix my videos with those LUTs, but I had so much hustle. And then I realized and I have think why. The reason is, for example, if you're buying a footage or if you're using somebody else's LUTs, those people they have used different cameras, different lenses, different white balance. They have shoot the footage somewhere completely different environment than you. That's why it's a little bit difficult to adapt that footage to your footage. It's better to have your own LUTs, so that way you will know what kind of LUTs you can use in which kind of footages. For example, if you have created a look for a video that you have shoot in the forest, if you made a LUT for that, that LUT you can use always in your videos which has been shoot in the forest. Same rule applies if you have shoot them outside or indoors. That's why, in my opinion, you should always create your own LUTs and you should always have your own touch what you have created. So you will know what kind of results you will get when you apply those LUTs to those footages. So let's dive into our editor guys and start making our own LUTs. So in Premiere come to color tab guys. I have actually the same footage which I have recorded for this video. I will just color grade and you will see how I did it basically. So I found a certain point where I want to do the color correction and the color grading, and also I will make, as I was saying, a LUT for this video. Once you pick a certain point where you want to make the color correction, you open your limiter scopes and limiter color. You can find them in the window section. So here what you want to do, you want your blacks close as possible to the 0. You want your skin tones close as possible to this 60 between 70 lines. Here is my face, right over here actually. So it's almost in the correct point. And you want your whites close to 100 as possible. To change that, you can go to white or black section, or you can use curves. So this point right over here presents white and this presents black. So if I move this down here, as you can see right over here, the blacks are going very much more black. I can go and make the whole black. We don't want to do that, of course. The curves itself is a bit topic. You can do your color corrections with curves, but let's keep it simple as possible. So we can just use the limiter scopes. I think we can get away with it for this video. Leave a comment down below, guys, if you want me to make a video about color correction. That's a big topic, but I will try to keep this video as short as possible. That's why I will not go so deep. So basically what I want to do is I want to make sure that this footage looks as close as possible to normal. So let's raise the whites a little bit. I think this is totally fine. And blacks down just a little. And after this, I want to give a little bit of contrast to this image. I think I don't need to play with the exposure so much. I'm quite happy about it. I will just play with the highlights and shadows. I think highlights are right over here, perfect, and the shadows, I want my image a little bit brighter, so I think this is fine. At this point, you can play with your temperatures. If you want your footage warmer or a little bit colder side, I prefer a little bit colder side for this scene because I have my blue light hitting to the wall, and you can also play with the tints. I think I'm happy with this. Let's check our skin tone. That's the most important part for this video. As you can see, the whole image is basically black and gray and white, but our skin color has to look normal as possible. At this point, I want to go to editing part, and I want to click opacity mask selection, and I want to take this part of my skin, which is perfect for an example. and we go and check the color microscopes, and actually it's perfect in this line. So all my camera settings were correct, everything was good. My white balance was correct. This is our skin tone line basically. You'll want this line as close as possible, actually sharp as possible on this line, and then you will make sure that your skin tone is correct. But if it's not in this line, I can show how you deal with it. You come to editing and then effects, and over here you go to video effects, you go to obsolete, and you come to fast color corrector, and you drag it into your footage. After that you go to effect controls. As you can see, our fast color corrector is right over here. To change the skin tone color, let's open the color again, guys. Here you can see the Lumetri colors. I put my effects control over here so I can see what's going on over here. So you want to play with this hue angle if you want your skin tone will be in this line. So basically if I move it right and forward, as you can see, skin tone is moving right and forward. So if it's like off over here, your footage, you just have to move it a little bit left. And then once it's in the middle, you're good to go. So once this is done, guys, you can come to your mask and actually delete it, because I don't need this anymore, but I will basically hide it. If I want to check this later on, I can do it still. So let's open again the Lumetri color and the Lumetri scopes. I'm right now happy with this. Basically what I will do is I will take a photo. If you cannot find this on your Premiere, you can edit from this section. You just basically have to drag it. And I will take a picture. So it will ask me where I want to export it. Let's type a name for this and save it to desktop as a PNG file. So once this is done, you have to open Photoshop, guys. In Photoshop, you want to highlight your footage. So you go to Layer, New, Background from the layer. Once it's done, you go again to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Hue Saturation. Once we're in, we want to change the colors. I don't have much colors. I have my blues over here, my reds, but depends on your footage. You can play with these as much as you want. I will just go for directly the blues, and I will change this section right over here. So as you can see, my blues are, I can basically change the color of the background easily, but of course, as you can see from the screen, it's blown away if I go all the way up here, but I don't want that. I want it right over here, and I can change the saturation also for that color, specific color. I'm happy with this result. After that, I can change the reds. I can play with my skin tone a little. I want to look a little bit more healthy than current situation. So just about there is fine. And a little bit of saturation. As you can see, I'm looking very much more healthier without any exercise. I just fixed it. And also the yellows a little. I'm happy with this. I'm kind of eyeballing right now. My greens, there's not so much green, it's not gonna affect. But for example, if you have footage which is in forest, this will affect quite much your footage. Cyans, magentas. Let's see if we need them. Right about here. And after this, so after you're done with the hue saturation, guys, you can go to layer again, new adjustment layer, and then we're gonna open color balance. So in this section, you can change your shadows, midtones, and highlights. So let's play with the highlights a little. Midtones. right about there. And then shadows. I'm actually happy with this look so far. But there is in the layer section here, you can change all these settings. For example, you can add a photo filter, which will be like the color you pick basically. I don't want that. But if you know how to use Photoshop, you can do many things. So you can play with your footage as much as you want in the Photoshop. But after you're done fixing your footage, I'm happy with my result. So after this, guys, you have to go File, Export, and then Color Lookup Tables. We're gonna save this as a cube file. It's gonna ask where we want this. We can put it again to desktop, but it will be fine, easy, but you can save it wherever you want. And then we are done with the Photoshop. We can close it and open the Premiere back again. In Photoshop, guys, now we will go to Creative section. We will select Look and then browse there and input our file we just created in the Photoshop, and boom, there you go, guys. You just made a look and you can use all the footages that you have created. And then of course you can change the intensity from here, so it will be more effective on your footage or not. Right about there is fine. I will play with the vibrancy just a little. And also the saturation. I'm really happy with this result, guys. As you can see, this is looking way much more better now. Boom. That's a significant change, guys, and it's really easy. You can make it at your home. I totally recommend doing your own Luts, guys. It's gonna look way much more different. I hope this video helped some of you out there. Please leave a comment down below if you liked the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. See you guys in the next one.